Hi there everyone, I'm Jerry and I was just sent this really super cool crystal chandelier. These use these K9 crystals that are going to be hanging from this beautiful chandelier that is almost 2 feet wide and about 27 inches high. So this is a very large one. It does use the G9 bulbs that are not included, so you will have to certainly get those. But these are all adjustable. Everything is in this piece is going to be customizable and adjustable. We're going to get the base up there. That's going to be a nice like branch gold looking base. It's got all these crystals you hang on there afterwards and really create your own personalized effect. So in the box you've got the crystals. They all come very packaged well. They're in the nice flats that are in there all laid out perfect for you, ready to go. They also have the rest of the installation manual. Again, all the foam packaging. And then they've got the actual light parts in here. And what we're going to do is be following the instruction manual and getting this thing set up. So I've gone ahead and unboxed everything. You've got parts A, B, C, and D. And these parts are very easily labeled. Looks like it'll be very simple to put together. It does come with all the hardware required to put this together, including a spare parts kit. And all we're going to be doing is, first of all, mounting getting this part put onto the ceiling with the wire fed through before we do any of that, and get this wire cut to the right length, and then start attaching, A onto A and putting it through there and putting the screws in that are provided along with all the other letters. And then it does have some ropes off this A that are support wires that will feed up through this piece here to allow you to adjust the angle of this chandelier. Alright, so once your power is off, you've got your wires tested and capped off, we're going to install this base plate that they provided. So I'm simply going to get it, and it's an adjustable base plate that allows you a lot of different versatility with where this is mounted. I'm going to feed the cables through the middle of this, and I'm going to go ahead and mount this onto my box right here. We're going to go ahead and pull this cord through here further than you think you're going to need, and you're going to go ahead and feed these cables through these inlets on here. Now these are really cool because they're adjustable, so as we're feeding that through there, you go ahead and shorten it up further than you'd need, and once you get it up there, they'll be pulled tight. If you need more slack to let one side down or the other, you push in on this little button and it allows the cord to come out further. When you let go of it, it holds it in place. So feel free to go ahead and pull those through there further than you're going to need so that we can make sure to get this thing all tied up there before we then release those down. That was super easy. Now what we're going to do is get these non-provided G9 bulbs. These are LED bulbs with this kind of base on it here. This is the G9 bulbs, and these are not provided, but these are the required bulbs for this fixture. And what we're going to do is going to go ahead and put those in. You just push them straight in like that. And then we're going to test the light, make sure everything is working properly before we start to hang these beautiful crystals. Now that we've got all those G9s in there, this is really showing a lot of beautiful texture with this light. I really like that a lot. It almost looks just great just like it is, but we have not even begun to hang these crystals off of this, which I am super excited about. So what we're going to do is start feeding those in. Now these lights are on a flex housing here, so if you decide that you need to adjust these lights any particular direction, you can do that up or down or to the side. They're kind of a 360 swivel on those, so that's really great. So you can get the perfect refraction off these crystals. But let's go ahead and get some of those hung and we'll show you what it looks like. Now as you pull these out of here, these crystals lay in a really neat fashion on here. They're all a little bit different, and they kind of lay almost like a leaf-like pattern. You're going to have to adjust these manually depending on how you want this once it's done. On the end of this, it's like a thin needle that's on the end of this. This is how easy these are to install. Is you're going to take one of these, just simply slip it up through one of the provided holes, and then bend this piece over in a hook, and you've hooked it on, and that's it. And we're going to repeat that for all the rest of these in this tray. So every single one of these, some of these you may have to adjust up or down to get them to sit right where they're going to be seated. And again, once this all gets done, you have to use your creative imagination to try to guide this whole thing along here, because each one of these individual pieces here is different. We've got all those crystals beautifully arranged on there. As you can see, this is just a light from my phone refracting these lights all over the place. It's gorgeous. It puts wonderful color and wonderful refractions all over the place. Now let's go ahead and kick on the light and show you what it really looks like. As you can see, this provides beautiful 360-degree crystal views, really lights up the room, refracts nice light, warm light using those 9 bulbs that are in there. That are those G9 bulbs off all those nice crystals that are in there. Really cool design, really kind of fun to put together and get to kind of turn those crystals every which way you could just to kind of make sure. And the nice part is it's completely adjustable, so if you don't like the way one of them's hanging, you can simply turn it and adjust them and get them set in there the way that you want them. If you decide that you think that there's too many, you can remove a couple of them. It did come with some spare parts in the box and a couple of spare strands of crystals, so it came with everything extra you'd need, although we didn't need any, but it's nice to know that they're there.